Welcome, friend. In a world full of noise, may this moment be your gentle pause. Today, we'll explore a teaching that invites stillness, clarity, and inner peace. Have you ever found yourself repeating the exact same painful patterns of your parents? Perhaps a quickness to anger, a deep-seated fear, or a way of communicating that builds walls instead of bridges. You may have sworn you would be different, yet the cycle continues. It can feel like you are carrying an invisible weight, a sorrow that doesn't feel entirely your own. This is the heart of what many call ancestral suffering. Our path today is to explore the profound possibility of healing family karma. This journey is not about blame or dwelling in the past. It is about liberation. It is about understanding that you can be the one to stop the cycle. You can be the one who brings peace. Many of us hear the word karma and think of an unchangeable destiny, a cosmic punishment we must endure. But the Buddha taught something much more empowering. Karma literally means action or deed. It is not a sentence passed down upon you. It is the result of intentional actions, words, and thoughts. Karma is a natural law of cause and effect, like planting a seed and watching it grow. What we call family karma is often the inheritance of vasana, a beautiful word that means habit energies or tendencies. These are not in our blood, but in the environment we grew up in. They are the deep grooves in the mind, carved by generations of repeated reactions. The way your grandfather dealt with fear passed to your mother and then passed to you through observation and absorption. Imagine these habit energies as a large, tangled ball of yarn passed down through your family line. Each generation, perhaps unknowingly, adds another knot, another tangle. But you, right here, right now, have the power to stop. You can choose not to pass the tangled mess to the next generation. You can be the one who decides to patiently begin untangling it. This is not fate. This is an opportunity. Your life is not a foregone conclusion written by your ancestors. It is a fresh page, and your conscious action is the ink. Let this understanding settle in your heart. You are not your family's pain. You are the awareness that can hold that pain and transform it. You have the power of choice. Let me share a story with you, a parable that holds this truth like a jewel. Imagine a village where one family, for generations, was known for their harsh words and dishonest dealings. They lived in a shadow of their own making. In this family, a child was born. From a young age, this child felt a discomfort with the family's ways. While others were quick to argue, the child found solace in silence. While others schemed, the child found joy in giving. The family mocked this gentle nature. "You are weak," they said. "You will never survive in this world with such a soft heart." The pressure to conform was immense, a constant, chilling wind. The child, now a young adult, held fast to the light within. They did not preach or fight. Their rebellion was quiet. A kind word to a neighbor, a shared piece of bread with a stranger, an honest day's work done with integrity. These small actions were like seeds planted in the hard, dry ground of the family's reputation. At first, no one noticed. The shadow of the past was long and dark, but over time, the seeds began to sprout. The community started to see this person not as a member of a troubled family, but as an individual of profound kindness and strength. Their presence was like a gentle warmth that began to thaw the frozen hearts around them. Their steadfast peace became a mirror, showing the family a different way to be. They did not change the past, but they created a new present. This person became the lotus flower of their lineage. Rooted in the mud and darkness of their family's history, they chose to rise up and blossom in the pure light of day. Mud was their circumstance, but it was not their identity. The mud provided the nutrients for their growth, but the flower was their own conscious choice to reach for the sun. You are that lotus. Your family history, with all its pain and difficulty, is the mud. It does not have to define you. It can be the very ground from which you rise into your own unique beauty and strength. Never forget the power you hold within you to blossom, regardless of the soil you were planted in. This is your birthright. This is your potential. How do we begin this sacred work? How do we become the healer for our own lineage? The path unfolds in 3 steps. each rooted in wisdom and love. The first step is to cultivate compassion for the generations that came before you. This can be the most challenging step, especially if there has been deep hurt. The invitation is to see them not just as perpetrators of pain, but as carriers of it. They were once children too. They inherited their own tangled knots of suffering. They gave you what they had. If they had known a better way, a more peaceful way, they would have given you that. Their anger was their unhealed sorrow. Their fear was their unhealed trauma. Compassion is not about excusing harmful actions. It is about understanding the roots of suffering. This understanding frees you from the grip of resentment and bitterness, which are the very energies that keep the cycle going. Hold your ancestors in your heart with this simple thought: you suffered too. I see that now. Feel how this softens something within you, creating space for healing. The second step is the practice of mindfulness, of diligent, loving awareness. This is where you become the gatekeeper of your own mind and actions. You begin to watch for the inherited habit energies as they arise within you. That sudden flash of irritation, the impulse to speak a sharp word, the familiar feeling of anxiety tightening your chest. In that moment, you practice the sacred pause. You see the pattern arise. Ah, there it is, the old family anger. You greet it like an old, familiar visitor. You do not have to act on it. You can simply observe it, breathe with it, and let it pass without giving it your energy. This is a moment of profound freedom. Each time you choose not to react from the old pattern, you weaken its hold on you. You are recarving the grooves in your own mind, creating new pathways of peace, patience, and clarity. This practice is not about perfection. It is about gentle, consistent effort. Celebrate every small victory, every time you choose a conscious response over an automatic reaction. The third and final step is a beautiful practice called the dedication of merit. It is the act of sharing the goodness you create. Every time you practice mindfulness, every time you act with kindness, every time you feel a moment of peace in your heart, you generate positive energy. Instead of keeping it for yourself, you can consciously offer it for the healing of your lineage. You can stand at the head of your family's river of time and pour this light into the water. You can say a simple prayer from your heart. May the merit of this practice bring peace to my ancestors. May all beings in my family line, past, present, and future, be free from suffering. This is not just a poetic idea. It is a powerful act of intention. You are using your present moment awareness to send healing energy back through time, cleansing the patterns that have caused so much pain. Your healing becomes their healing. Your peace becomes their peace. In becoming the lotus, you offer the fragrance of your blossom to everyone who came before you. You are not the final, sad chapter in a long story of family pain. That is an old belief that you can now gently set down. You are the author of a new chapter, a chapter filled with light, awareness, and courage. A chapter that tells a new story for all the generations to come. The healing you do for yourself is the single greatest gift you can offer your ancestors and your descendants. It ripples in all directions. So I ask you, friend, are you ready to pick up the pen? Are you ready to choose the brightly lit path? You have everything you need within you to begin. The journey begins with a single, conscious breath. It begins with the simple intention to bring more love and awareness into your life, for your own sake and for the sake of all. Thank you for being here. If this teaching brought you calm or insight, consider sharing it with one person or many. May you walk gently today with peace in your heart. Until next time.